Capricorn Rising, welcome here to Soul Passages Astrology. I am your astrologer, Georgia Dempsey, and I'm so thrilled that you stopped by here for your June video. Before I start, I want to say thank you for your patience. I know I missed the May videos. I was doing a huge move across country. I can't even begin to tell you the turmoil we've had. But the good news is I'm here. I'm in a great place. I found a nice spiritual location I love. I've unpacked. I even have my angels around me, as you can see. So things are settling down and I'm back. And I am thrilled to be here to help you with astrological advice. And for you, Capricorn Rising, I really think June is really about rewiring your brain. And it all kind of starts with the Grand Cross that's going to be stretching everyone in early June, including you. Now, by June 2nd, you should begin to feel the push and the pull of this planetary alignment. Saturn, your taskmaster planet, who is now touring Sagittarius in your 12th house, will be opposing a Sun-Venus connection located in your 6th, which is considered the house of health, service, work, and everyday activities. Now, laying at a 90-degree angle to this axis, thus forming the cross, you also have Jupiter and the north node of the moon in Virgo in your 9th house opposing Neptune, Chiron, and the south node, all swimming through the Piscean waters of your 3rd house of communications. So what does this all equate to? Your 9th house Jupiter wants to confer blessings on you through the law, higher education, and or mentorship. Expand your worldview by learning about other cultures, philosophies, and religious practices. Travel abroad is a great way to open your eyes. Take classes or use mind-body spirit work such as shamanism, hypnosis, chanting, prayer, or trance dance to expand your understanding of the universe. That Virgoan Jupiter is also in your 9th to help you synthesize information and gain mastery. The 3rd house, where you have Chiron, Neptune, the south node connection going on, is typically considered the house of Gemini. And there's a strong polarity between the gathering of information and data bits, that's kind of that Gemini influence, versus gaining a depth of knowledge where you're able to integrate what you've learned into a meaningful whole. With your current 3rd house activity, you may need to gain focus and clarity regarding what information is important versus superfluous. Though your intuition and ability to handle abstract thoughts could be enhanced, you may need to focus on the details more fully. Seek out grounded mentors and teachers who can help to guide your visions into reality. On the other hand, this could be a perfect combination for writing creatively. The 3rd house rules communications of all sorts, and Neptune in Pisces enables you to tap into other realms, daydreams, and creative visions. With Jupiter and Virgo in opposition, there's an excellent opportunity to put words to what you are imagining. Crafts of various sorts could also be favored for the same reason. Astrological studies could also help you to see the bigger picture at this time. The universe speaks to everyone differently, and finding your path on the road to God, which is the 9th house, is certainly favored with this Jupiter. Do, however, make sure you're being very clear in your communications with others. Find a way to have your voice heard that will foster positive relationships with coworkers and people from different backgrounds. With Saturn in the 12th house, there can be a tendency to get in your own way, and unclear communications is one way of doing that. Often, when Saturn is in the 12th house, you begin the process of letting go of the things that are no longer working in your life. It also becomes very apparent how you've gotten in your own way recently. Use that information to evolve so that when you hatch the new version of yourself, when Saturn passes over your ascendant, you will come out stronger and wiser than ever. Saturn in Sagittarius in the 12th can also help you to see the truth of how you have held yourself back. Here you can build inner strength so you can overcome fears, limitations, or a stifling past. With Saturn in your 12th house, it's a great time to delve deeply into your subconscious mind to release old mental scripts and other mental prisons that you have bought into. Traditionally, the 12th house has been known as the place of secrets, sorrows, and self-undoing, and certainly there can be an element of that. Hidden enemies can also lurk here, and if you happen to have Scorpio in the 12th house along with Saturn, you maybe recently have encountered a few serious betrayals along the way. With Sag, however, it's more about learning the truth of what you need to release, learn, and grow from. Figure out how you get in your own way and fix those behaviors. Saturn in this placement can also indicate a blockage when it comes to connecting to your higher self or higher truths, especially since it's also forming a square to that 9th house Jupiter. Maybe traditions you've held onto from the past are no longer working, and the Jupiter in Virgo is there to encourage you to find a spiritual path that's right for you. Extend your search for the truth, and you could be pleasantly surprised by what you find. If a lack of education has held you back in the past, maybe it's time to let go of your fears and move ahead with your plans by going back to school for a higher degree. Jupiter wants you to find a life path that feels happy and fulfilling. This could entail the law, teaching, writing, speaking, public relations, or even alternative health care. When your Sun, Venus, and Vesta connection in the 6th house in Gemini, it does appear that you have job choices to make. Two paths could be unfolding in front of you, and you are at a point where you need to pick. The message of Saturn is to let go of the path that's dragging you down. Develop the job-related skills that will enable you to get ahead and be of service to the world. Release your fears, that's Saturn in the 12th, and have faith in the path forward. That is Jupiter in the 9th speaking. On June 4th, you have a powerful opportunity to think about what you want in regards to work, being of service, and your overall health. A new moon in Gemini will be gracing your 6th house. This is a perfect time to start some mind, body, spirit practices that make you feel whole. Chanting and mudras come to mind because they go so well with that Gemini energy, right? Examine the light and dark of your working situation. What path would enable you to give of your greatest talents to the world? Learning new job skills are certainly highlighted under this configuration. Consider learning another language or take some writing communication classes. Seek where you can multitask, change up activities and routines regularly, use your hands or your natural-born curiosity to your advantage. On the 13th, Neptune will go retrograde in your 3rd house. This could cause you to reconsider your educational skills, daily activities, and even question how your brain is wired. If you have discovered that you don't like some of your thinking patterns, change them. Scientists have proven that positive thinking can rewire your brain because that gray matter has a lot of neuroplasticity to it. Your very thinking can actually alter both the structure and the function of your brain, and Saturn is in your 12th house encouraging you to do just that by delving into your subconscious mind in order to change the negative belief systems that have imprisoned you for so long. Changing your thoughts is not something that will happen overnight, but it definitely can take place through mindful practice. Expect challenges to your new way of thinking to enter the scene on the 17th when Neptune squares off to Saturn once again. Is it really possible to erase old messages and retrain your brain? You bet it is. Hypnotists can help, and so can cognitive behavior therapists. I truly believe our potential is unlimited, but it is we ourselves who often block our own greatness through fear, self-imposed limitations, and negative mental scripts we've inherited from others and or our upbringing. And that is a message of Saturn and Sag in the 12th. Often, we imprison ourselves with negative thinking patterns. On the 20th of the month, you could get a fuller picture of how you have created your own self-imposed prison, for a full moon in Sag will illuminate your 12th house on that day. This should enable you to see things more clearly. Under the bright light of the moon, make wise choices for your future. Though it would be easy to wallow in sorrow on this day, use the juice of the full moon to set a course for better things. Spiritually, this could also be a very enlightening time. Dreams could reveal important information. Hypnosis or deep meditation could also allow something important to come to the surface so that you can deal with it. So use the upwelling information to restructure your belief system. Remember that Jupiter in the ninth wants you to expand your worldview. Work with a counselor or therapist is also highlighted on the 20th for both Venus and the Sun will be in Cancer in your 7th house of partnerships. Maybe you have engaged someone to help you process some deep emotions or sense impressions. Family or a loved one can also provide support as you restructure yourself from the inside. You could also get a full picture regarding where you stand at work, with coworkers, and your health on this day as well. On the 26th of the month, you should feel empowered. Your first house Pluto in Capricorn will be trining Jupiter in the North Node. You do have the power to change your life, your thinking, and even your destiny. If you've had truth swelling up within you lately, today's a great day to listen to that voice and prepare to take action. You could decide to go back to school on this day. Maybe you are committing to a spiritual path that makes you feel good about yourself and your direction. A powerful teacher or healer could also impact you. Perhaps you begin planning a long-distance journey. Mark your calendar and pay attention to what surfaces and allow that positive feeling to infuse you over the next several days. This is important because Chiron, the wounded healer, will be going retrograde on the 27th. He's churning through your 3rd house, and wherever Chiron lands, he tries to point you on a path towards healing and wellness. Here he is encouraging you once again to change negative thought patterns and to find a way to have your voice heard. If you stutter or suffer from dyslexia or some other form of communication or learning problem, he's here to shine a light on the potential for healing. We have, in this country especially, been utterly brainwashed into believing that doctors heal us, but I'm here to tell you that we have so much more power over our own health than you can imagine. A woman who was born with half a brain actually used that half to rewire her brain into wholeness. I've also personally heard of a case where a woman with MS was cured via hypnosis. And there's even someone out there who's beating Lou Gehrig's disease on whole foods, coconut oil, and magnesium supplements. I truly believe anything is possible. Rather than fearing Chiron, enter into a healing journey this month, Capricorn Rising. It could change your life as well as your thought patterns. All right, I wish you the absolute best. Thank you for your patience. I so appreciate your support, your Google Pluses, your likes, your shares, all of that. It means so much to me. All right, peace, blessings, and namaste.